na para siyang trope sa isang anime. And even when he plays, ganun siya tahimik pero impactful.
Yeah. And nakita natin nung group stage, talagang siya yung shining star ng Keen Gaming. Remember the Sun King? Nung Keen Gaming against TNC, even though they lost that game because of a certain player na nag-blink in sa loob ng fountain. He still provided a lot of pressure against TNC. It came to a point na yung TNC. Medyo maalat yun. It came to a point na yung TNC, ang nagpanalo na lang sa kanila was a Hail Mary play from Goku.
Exactly. And hindi mangyaring Hail Mary play na yun
kung di nag-blink in sa fountain. Certain player na yun. Di na sasabihin.
Kids, do not blink in sa enemy fountain. Enemy fountain yan for a reason. Alam nyo, the thing with the Keen Gaming and the Chinese people, Chinese Dota players teams right now, malaki yung emphasis nila sa PA for some reason. Nakita rin natin kanina yung LGD, they were successful with the PA na merong Aghanim Scepter. Is PA really that good sa ating meta ngayon?
I think it's just something na China likes to run. We've seen this
so
actually.
Taste lang, ganun.
Yeah, taste lang nila to. We've seen that actually come out from the Tier 2 tournaments ng China Team Series. They actually like the Kungka PA. In Keen Gaming, they have adapted that. Medyo medyo in-depth na to, pero gustong-gusto ng China tong combination na to, yung Kungka PA. It's because of the fact na ang hirap na kapatay ni PA, then suddenly you add a layer of sustainability with the Ram buff. And the thing about PA is naturally farmer. Pero siya yung farmer na aggressive din at the same time.
Bro, do you think like the Aghanims, having the Aghanims is a must-have at this point?
No,
it's Reset City unless you're just really ahead.
Never buy an Aghanim Scepter on PA unless you're on a professional team.
Unless ikaw si Ame.
Unless ikaw si Ame. Kung Dota God ka, sige, pwede kang bumili ng
kung nagdadasal ka sa mga crit god, sa mga Diyos ng RNG ng
Reset City.
Pwede. Pero kung hindi, wag.
It works kasi may disjoint. May disjoint yung blur ni PA. Pero if you're looking at other items na pagsasayangan mo ng 4,200 gold, madami item BKB, Desolator.
Actually, I think ginagawa lang naman talaga
maging Divine Rapier.
Wag din.
Unless ikaw si Ame.
Unless ikaw si Ame.
By the way, yun lang, napansin ko lang din na ginamit lang naman talaga nila Aghanim kasi marami siyang pwedeng i-dispel. Actually. Kasi meron na siyang strong dispel kapag ginamit mo yung blur. So, at least yun. Kung hindi mo kailangan ng BKB, sure, go Aghanims.
If you're confident enough.
For the longest time kasi yung mga teams natin, parang they stay away from the PA because of the fact na pagkatapos ng BKB, anong gagawin mo? If there are a lot of controls sa side ng kalaban mo, the hero is basically useless. Pero nung dumating yung Aghanim Scepter, nagngiti ang lahat ng PA players, especially at TZ. And actually, nakita ko, napanood ko yung stream niya, parang binabasa niya yung patch, sabi niya, oh, PA is back. Kasi nga, yung utility na binibigay na isang Aghanim Scepter, sobrang taas.
By the way, binabati ko pala yung mga tropa natin dito sa ating studio dito sa ABS. Yung mga tropa natin dyan. Siyempre yung mga direct. At I think nakita ko dumaan sila, sila Kuya Kyle. Mga favorite na people natin.
Mga best candidate ng Best Human 2019.
Mom Sim. Siyempre, hindi magiging possible ang broadcast natin kung wala sila. Now, going back to sa ating game, Rubik, nakita rin natin kanina na meron parang curveball na ang ginagamit ang mga China teams din. Na minsan, kinukuha nila itong Rubik kung pwede siyang mid or pwede nga siyang support. More than likely, I think this is gonna be a core support.
Yeah, for sure.
Na Rubik. Although, ang ayaw ko lang doon is, it's gonna be Witch Doctor and Rubik supports.
Yeah.
Hindi ganun ka...
And there you go. I was gonna say...
But it's also a bit reliant on like what the other lineup has. And Infamous, from what I could see, like yung maganda lang steal dito so far has been Lasso at yung Snowball. Yeah.
I was gonna say nga na Infamous, looking at the draft ng Keen Gaming, there are two supports na, yes, kaya naman protektahan kahit paano, si PA. Pero what do you do against Batrider?
Nothing. Try to run away, hope for the best ng telekinesis.
Bato man ng coconut, no? Kaso yung bato ni Witch Doctor medyo kulang eh. Lumilipat si Batrider kasi.
Yeah, definitely.
Ang lit ng braso ng Witch Doctor.
And napakadaling patayin. Alam mo, as a Batrider player myself, gusto kong kalin yung mga ganyang supports. At lalong-lalo na yung carry na yan. Yung PA. Kahit mag-blink, melt.
Kahit mag-blink, mind you, si PA.
That guy will melt.
Si PA, number 1 ang late ng HP pool. And number 2, one of the worst turn rates in the game.
And you just worsen it with
Seriously.
like sticky napalm.
Kaya nga, Pudge is really a good counter against PA. Kasi yes, you can blink, pero ang problema mo yung turn rate.
And more importantly, kahit pag ginawa tong offlane itong Batrider tapos tri-lane niya ang Rubik Witch Doctor PA, I'm betting you mananalo pa rin yung Batrider.
Yeah, kasi nakita natin kanina yung Liquid, diba? Showing experience, sabi ni Mind Control, kung talo ko sa Timbersaw, 3 lang yung lane sa Dotla, gumawa siya pang 4. Doon siya sa likod ng lane ni Timbersaw. So yung Infamous dito, kahit pa sabihin nating offlane na Batrider dito, then support Enchantress, kahit pa offlane Enchantress, support Batrider, wala silang pakialam. Kung tri-lane man yung in-gaming, gagawa sila ng isa pang lane.
May bagong paraan talaga. Hanapin ng paraan dito ang Infamous. And what do you think is gonna be the last ban dito para sa Infamous, considering everything that they see in Keen Gaming?
An off lane on the side of Keen maglilimit against Infamous. I would say Brewmaster. It's an anti-carry, really good against the Wraith King kasi ginagawa mo kung dalawa buhay niya, paliparin mo lang magdamag. At the same time, you provide a lot of control, then abuser ka rin nung rum buff. Pwede mong i-delay yung ultimate mo for the sustained team fight.
Do they still run yung Nature's Prophet sa Keen Gaming na offlane?
Medyo weird yung matchup ng Nature's Prophet into the Batrider kasi it's really hard to lane. And at the same time, hindi ka makapag-split push kasi nandun yung threat ng lasso.
They also, I remember Keen Gaming kumuha sila ng Lone Druid din at certain point.
Oh yeah.
So pwede yung Lone Druid, I think. Although, scratch that. Mahihirapan pala si Lone Druid against the Wraith King. Normally, ay maganda siya laban sa Lone Druid. How about Tide Hunter?
I would say
masyado pa melee na yan?
There you go. Okay, Abaddon. I would say Banat Abaddon. Then get a ano sana, Invoker TA. Pero he opted to go for the TA. TA, why? Because of the mid game. Yung momentum nila dito. Come the time na may Blink Dagger Desolator na Battle Fury pa lang or Desolator pa lang yung item ni PA. And you don't have a lot of ways to tear through the refraction charges ng Templar Assassin.
And to be perfectly honest, if you have a TA, you don't have to directly attack the Phantom Assassin, in all honesty. Kasi yung side blades naman, they just go through.
Well.
Even though na-nerf na yung side blades, TA since 2 years ago, it has been winning lanes against Kunkka. And right now, mas mataas pa yung farming speed ni TA against Kunkka.
Despite yung torrent na maganda siya laban sa refraction, what you do is just refraction after the torrent. So napakadaling workaround. Not only that, napakalambot po na hindi natin, paulit-ulit natin sasabihin, napakalambot ng supports ng Keen Gaming. TA will have a good time dito sa ating laban. So Keen Gaming, exactly. Keen Gaming, looking for their last pick. We said na offlane na kanilang kailangan. What are they still looking at dito?
Tidehunter is really looking good right now. Although wala na pala yung Nature's Prophet. Pwede sanang kunin nila first ban pala ng Infamous.
Yeah, binan yun first ban talaga.
I think they're forced to go into Tidehunter right now. They need a lot of team fight heroes during the mid game. Kailangan lang nila i-survive yung Infamous. Wala na sila magagawa at this point. There's no hero that can remedy the early game situation for them. Unless mag-offlane nila shock pa sila, pero sila kasi mismo nag-ban nun. They know themselves na Infamous, they like running the hero. So I think Tidehunter is a safe bet dito for King Gaming.
How about Sand King na
I don't recommend Sand King into Wraith King.
Hindi bad, hindi siya bad.
Yeah, I don't recommend Sand King into Wraith King. Lalo na may Tusk. Oh, okay, Omni Knight.
Of course.
Omni Knight. Okay, you're making that face.
Ito yung sabihin na natin the very old traditional na combo sa PA just because of the technically hinahayaan mo lang mabuhay yung PA. But I am seeing na baka mag-struggle siya against Enchantress. For example, mag-struggle siya against TA. Batrider even, pwede na siya itulak-tulak.
It doesn't work the same way as before na. Yung Repel, which was a free BKB. But like now, it's replaced with something completely different.
I understand.
Underwhelming in comparison.
I understand
disapproves.
I understand the PA into Enchantress. I understand the off-lane na bubuo ng teamfight items dito like Crimson Guard, Greaves. Pero where's your teamfight, diba? It's only the boat. Yes, you might see na may Heaven's Grace si PA dito, pero status reduction na lang yun. It's not even a free BKB anymore, and you're fighting into a lineup na alam mong magkaka-radiance yung Wraith King, so malilimit kagad yung right click potential na isang PA. At the same time, there's a lasso on the side of Infamous. Yes, ma-reduce mo yung duration ng lasso, pero what do you do if the Batrider pulls the Omni Knight?
It makes me think na nag-apply ba ng strong dispel while
No, nare-reduce lang bigla. Nare-reduce lang.
So that doesn't work.
That doesn't
definitely
work. Yeah.
And
what do you do kung yung Omni Knight yung pinul ng Batrider?
Well, hope for the best, I guess.
Yeah, hope for the best.
Unfortunately, and this is not a draft na pwede natin panigan agad ng Keen Gaming. I think sobrang evident naman. Even if you put yourself in the position of Keen Gaming, mahihirapan at mahirapan ka maglaro.
And pero in the end of the day naman, let's not discredit Keen Gaming, even if we're not all too keen of their draft. That's another thing about it is the fact na it's not about the machine, it's about the execution. Diba?
Yeah, pero Infamous, they're one of the teams talaga na if they have this draft na gustong-gusto talaga nila, and especially if it's a good draft, like as a team, they're infamous in terms of taking down even top tier teams.
Okay. So bago tayo magtapos sa mga
walang kwentang
puns. Actually, Infamous, I just wanna go back. Kasi hindi natin masyado na-discuss, pero sobrang comfortable no kanilang draft dito. Pag nakita mo yun, this is super Infamous draft. Parang pag tinisip mo nga, hindi pa homework ang Keen Gaming dito. Hindi pa nila inaral yung kalaban.
Yun na nga eh. This is the draft, the 2-0 Fnatic.
Yeah, this is exactly the draft, the 2-0 Fnatic. Like I said, at least the sense of the game. But for now, we're gonna pass it on sa ating mga casters. It's gonna be Midnight and Young Rafiki. Please, take it away, guys.
Thank you very much, Wolf. And here we are at the second to the last series, which is going to be Keen Gaming versus Infamous. And already, like, everyone's having their doubts. Infamous is definitely gonna be there sa more favored teams here. But Keen Gaming, let's not count them out altogether. These are old veterans. They are very.
I actually would argue that Keen Gaming is the favored ones in this matchup, and I think Infamous yung medyo underdog in this stage of the game. Even though they 2-0 Fnatic, kung titignan mo kasi yung parang yung favor ng tao, it sides on Keen Gaming, especially nasa China tayo. So may home court advantage
yung
talaga.
Home court buff, every single time we talk about it.
Yeah.
Yung RNG nga na we had so many doubts, just eliminated Alliance off the face of the earth.
And I don't like the fact that Keen Gaming put Old Chicken on a hero na it really likes to dive. The nature of the play, sinabi ko kanina, na minsan may times talaga na masyado sila nag-overextend. And this hero, the name of the game for him is extend teamfights. Dive as much as you can.
Pasok lang ng pasok. Pero
exactly. Kahit walang pasok.
Malalasahan mo na yung alat dun sa dila mo.
Yan yung kaibigan mo na suspended naman yung klase pero papasok. So hindi naman kailangan papasok siya, edi mapapahamak pa, di ba?
Problema talaga yan for Keen Gaming. Pero of course, let's have to put our trust in Old Chicken even though he can't lay eggs anymore.
Yep.
Ang grabe talaga dito is Infamous on the other hand, you did talk about this is a very comfortable lineup for them. These are all comfort picks for them, and they definitely show how confident they are. Kasi tingnan mo si Chris Luck, walang pake, just going all throughout dito.
He knows na at this point lamang talaga yung Kungka, so what he did is just the observer ward na meron si Yi dito just to provide a lot of lane control. Kasi mamaya yung rune spawn sobrang important niya for the TA.
And also, to be fair, libreng gold naman din yan. It's 100
100
gold.
That's a salve, di ba?
Yeah, that's
so yung kinuha niyang damage kanina, ma-remedy niya na with the salve na paparating on the career.
Libreng-libre na talaga para sa kanila. Pero on the other hand, itong matchup na to, Wraith King and Bat Rider versus this Omni Knight. And is that the Rubik?
Yeah, that's a Rubik.
Omni Knight and Rubik, who do you think is more favorable? In all of these lanes altogether, let's put the safe lane versus off lane right now, which is the Old Chicken versus Whisper and Whisper and Schofield. The tag team deals so much damage.
One more hit!
Oh my goodness! And Chicken is just so close to getting taken away and being taken by the Lord Almighty himself. But instead, he does get away with a sliver of health. And Chris Luck, on the other hand, nagpo-problema dito against the Kunkka.
Yeah, that is actually a scary matchup on the top lane, the PA into the Tusk. Kasi the thing about the PA is he needs to close the gap for a right click. And Tusk abuses that a lot with the tag team. Tapos ang problema pa ni PA is yung range yung kasama. Range yung kasama ni Tusk. So talagang ma-abuse ng Infamous dito yung bonus damage na binibigay ng tag team.
But on the other hand, dito sa bottom lane natin, it's Wraith King versus Omni Knight with a Rubik and a Bat Rider respectively. Sino dito yung mas pabor talaga?
I think you would favor the Infamous side kasi even though the Omni Knight can reduce the duration of the sticky nade bomb, the thing is Wraith King is free farming this lane. There's no way that Keen Gaming can take down si K1 Hector dito.
Wala din silang kill potential if we look at everything dito. All they have is the damage from Fate Bolt and the threat from Levitate, but what else is gonna come there?
Yeah, there's no real way for Keen Gaming to assert some dominance on that lane kasi if you think about how they want to play aggressive, even against the Batrider, tatanggi nila yung sticky napalms. And yung Heavenly Grace, sa isang hero lang mapatong yun. So effectively, lagi kang nasa downside kasi you will lose a trade, that's number one. And at the same time, yung farming capability ni Rafiki, hindi mo naman naihinder.
At kahit na may Heavenly Grace, you can see that there's still sticky napalm being used, and now the Firefly is going to be used along with that, and the Levitate is also there. But the stun and the heal is also really, really big damage right now, so Old 11 is just going to retaliate and just throw a little bit of damage into their way. But now Infamous has to back off, and my goodness, Hector just casually like laughing in their face.
Yeah, ganda na ginagawa ni Batrider, no? He keeps the stacks on both the heroes para yung sticky napalms, it applies on the two heroes ng Kid Gaming. And kapag nag-stack up na to 4 or 5 charges, mamimili si Omninet. Does he save himself or the Rubik?
But in the end, like, you could just replay the sticky napalm after, and it just doesn't really matter kahit may Heavenly Grace.
Mas mataas mana cost nung Heavenly Grace compared to the 5 stacks ng sticky napalm.
Definitely a bad matchup right now. But like on the other hand, when they get out of this laning stage and when they go into like the rotations and the mid game, san dito yung pabor talaga? Like if we get into this, like your predictions.
I would still give it to Infamous, especially with the way that mid lane is going right now. TA is winning hard against the Kunkka, even though si Yi dito makukuha niya yung rune, yung Arcane rune. Okay, may bottle na sila dito no si. Pero the job of the Kunkka is to hinder the farming speed of the TA. Pero again, sinabi natin kasi kanina sa panel, TA has been winning a lot of matches against the Kunkka.
And now the Levitate is going to be used, but the Wraith Fire Blast is there to save the day for Hector. And now Stinger is just so close. He does apply some sticky napalm, pero wala na naman. It's just highs and hellos right here in this lane.
Yeah, I'm surprised no na medyo nahihirapan si K1 Hector in this lane. And yung PA naman natin sa may top lane, he's getting a lot of CS against an Enchantress and a Tusk. Isang, I think medyo wala atang point sa slow si Enchantress dito.
And that's maybe a little worrying trend, giving a little bit of a finger here to someone like Old Chicken, who can go incredibly aggressive by the time na may items na tong yung PA. Yeah. And I do think that what we see here is maybe just a little bit of comfort, but at the same time, I'm guessing comfort picks din to ng Keen Gaming.
They get a lot of bounty runs here for the side of Infamous. Medyo weird no na kanina they could have definitely put the pressure against the Rubik. I think masyado sila natakot kasi mababa buhay ni Batrider, but the thing is may 5 sticky napalm stacks kay Rubik kanina and nagamit na yung Heavenly Grace. And medyo weird lang kasi hindi ginamit ni Hector yung stun.
I think they're just
a
bit too careful kasi once again this is a best of one. Like,
yeah, for sure.
Definitely yung one more mistake and uuwi sila.
May pressure.
Yeah, may pressure talaga. Bigat na bigat talaga ng pressure right now. But then again, once again the exchange is gonna come out. Pero once again wala na namang kill threat either way.
Grabe si Kaka. I don't know how he keeps on doing this, but every single time yung lane na kung saan nasan siya, laging naipapanalo na even though it's a losing matchup. This Wraith King and Batrider have no business losing this lane to an Omninet and Rubik.
Yeah, it's definitely like skewed all the way in the numbers here, as you can see that Keen Gaming has a lot of numbers going there. The snowball is going to come out, but then there's 3 people. Tag team is going to be used, but Kaka gets his first blood instead against K1 Hector. But are they going to respond with a 2-for-1? But the Heavenly Grace is just going too strong on Old 11.
That's not worth it if you're Infamous. You lost the carry to get a kill on the Rubik. And siya pa yung nakakuha ng first blood. That's gonna be boots for Kaka.
Libreng 400.
Oh my God!
Oh my goodness, the courier snipe! Ang dami pang items kinuha. May resibo pa.
Sabi sa'yo ito talaga ang player to look out for Infamous. Look at the CS charts right now. He's leading by 10 CS against the Kunkka, and si Kunkka rito, si Yi, hindi na makalane level 7 on a Temper Assassin while the Kunkka is just level 6.
Now, Schofield, on the other hand, looking to annoy more people here, pero he's probably gonna go back to his side of the lane. Pero of course
nice stack,
and he's also gonna stack it all up.
Nice. That's something to that's something to learn for the TOS players out there. You can stack the 2 camps, just use the shards.
One single shard, and now the Wraith Fire Blast is gonna be committed onto Old 11, but of course Kaka is there to save the day. Once again, Stinger prematurely pops the Firefly. And maybe a little bit of the nerves are
walang mana sa Old 11 pero it's not gonna be enough. Matatapos na yung Firefly.
Parang medyo nervous tong Infamous ngayon.
Yeah,
Especially now na home court din to sa Keen Gaming.
Si Chris Lock na lang yung talagang parang confident sa lane stage. Kasi the Rafiki should have been playing very aggressive in this lane.
And now Old 11 is actually gonna advance, and Kaka is also being there because they know that they have the backup available, and Infamous smelling the, what do you call this, the newly removed shoes. They just decide, okay, this ain't our home.
Yeah, pero ito, yung Templar Assassin natin already has the boots and double Wraith Band heading straight towards a Desolator. This is very big for Infamous. Kapag lumabas to before the 15-minute mark, ang laki ng problema ng King Gaming. Kasi the push from Infamous, it's really hard to stop. If you're gonna ask me where is the wave clear from King Gaming, it's just the Kunkka. Yes, pwede mo sabihin na pwede mo isama yung Rubik, pero even if magsama yung Kunkka at Rubik, it's really hard to stop the push of Infamous kasi kayang-kaya silang patayin ng buong lineup ng Infamous.
And let's not forget, ang daming options dito sa Infamous, like to push not just with just creeps, and they also have like the Enchantress available. They have like all the skeletons in the world. All of these all add up multiplicatively, and now the Skellies are actually going to go on Kaka. But look at that Purify, pure damage altogether. Pero walang stun available dito, so Wraith King can just go home and hilamos dito sa shrine.
Yeah, that's quite a misplay from Kaka. No? It's very rare for us to see na magkamali si Kaka. He used the telekinesis too early, and that's why si K1 Hector dito nakapag-TP out pa. Pero here are the rotations here from Infamous. They want to play aggressive in the top lane. They want to invade the jungle of PA, and makikita
They might catch him with his pants down, and now Old Chicken might be there, but he does pop the shrine. There's a lot of heal coming in there, but the blur is way too much, and it might be there. Oh my goodness, look at all that damage for the tag team, and Impetus is dealing so much, but he might run out of mana here. Whisper might be so close to being absorbed here. He does have the wings ready, but no, he does get to heal up even though the boat is coming in. And look at that, the tag team dealing damage once again, but there is no belt available for you.
Yeah, this is the strength of Infamous, yung mid-game timing talaga nila. It's really hard for Keen Gaming to stop the amount of aggression na pwedeng dalhin ng isang Enchantress at the same time ng isang Tusk. And remember, yung Omniret nag-TP towards the top lane. So this is gonna be a free lane for Stinger to lane against the Rubik. So ma-accumulate niya yung XP needed to get into the level 6 yung Lasso territory ng Infamous.
And Lasso territory is dangerous because that is one free pick-off, especially sa mid-game. Now you have a high damage, you have very high damage carries in the form.
Snowball?
Snowball once again is right there, and Schofield just putting on the tag team. Oh my god!
There's no way that Keen Gaming can respond to this. They have no right actually to defend their tower, especially if this is Infamous's timing.
But yeah, Kaka, it might get pelted repeatedly here by Whisper, but that's not enough damage for them.
Sayang mana.
Dark. My goodness, napipikit talaga pagkatapos all he saw was Dark.
Oh, si Kristock dito, he's 1k away from the Desolator, and he has an ancient camp to farm. May stacks pa yan sa may bandang left side ng jungle. Triangle camp, tapos pupunta pa siya doon sa may left side ng jungle. So, I think we're looking at a 12-minute Desolator here for the TA.
12-minute Desolator? Oh my goodness. I love it when I hear those, like I love it when I hear timings like that.
Probably 15-minute Blink as well. And if you're Keen Gaming, 15 minutes, I think the only power spec that you get at that point is the first item of the Omni Knight. But even if that comes out for Keen Gaming, it's really hard for them to stop the push of Infamous.
Like, and another thing, like, even if Omni Knight does get a little bit of that, but the X, never mind that, as the X marks the spot, hits the mark, and now are they gonna level up the Resurrection here?
Yeah,
they do, and that also means that the ship
boat
is timing. But oh, the
Boots
boat actually gets away, but there's still Maledict ticking away here for Hector, so he might actually die from here. And yeah, no questions asked, that's definitely him meeting the afterlife. Yeah,
that was the right call. Batrider wanted to engage into that team fight, pero he realized na wala sa pwes talaga si K1 Hector. That's why they just let him die. And yung Enchantress natin nasa may bottom lane, nag-creep cut na to pressure the tier 1 tower. So may trade-off naman kahit napatay nila si Wraith King. And remember, yung TA nasa triangle camp pa rin kanina nung pinapatay nila yung Wraith King on the top lane. That's why he is now able to purchase the Desolator 11-40.
Oh my goodness, and now this TA might look very unstoppable, and you said this might be the case of TA just dominating the entire mid-game, and it might look like that as Chris Luck is going to get Fire Blast and Fade Bolted into existence, but he does have the X marks the spot to put him in place. Torrent is going to go and take away the Refract, but that's not enough as the Firefly is just being bathed here. And now, oh my goodness, Old Chicken actually takes him down with the Purify here, Old 11 with the synergy of the double ults, and now the save coming in here from the Snowball, but it's not enough.
Oh
as right
my God!
Now, the ship is just going to take them back all the way to South America. But here it is, Keen Gaming, just one step closer to doing exactly that.
How does a Rubik set that play for Keen Gaming? That lift into Raid and Fire Blast alone saved so much time. Ginamit yung lasso para mapatay yung Rubik, pero sabi ni Kaka, wala akong pakialam kahit mamatay na ako ngayon. My teammates are here in Infamous. Masyado sila natuwa sa Desolator timing ni Chris Stock. Pero grabe, Kaka talaga.
Kaka ba? Kakaaliw talaga ito si Kaka, and here we have, guys. It's been getting way too crazy right there, as Old 11 is actually gonna go into this jungle, not caring at all. He does have Purify, he does have the Heavenly Grace. He wouldn't care about anything else in the world. Just gonna bother the rest of Infamous here.
I think it's quite weird na nandun yung TA. He wanted to take down the Rubik. Yes, he could have been pressuring the middle lane tower, pero he should be farming on the bottom side of the map. Kasi yung Rafiki mo, i-occupy yung triangle cap as well as your own jungle. Pero hold that thought, there's a team fight brewing here on the top lane.
And now Flame Break actually misses, pero once again, continue.
Yeah, there you go. The Templar Assassin is heading towards the bottom lane. He realizes finally that this is where he should be nag-miss. Yung unang Melt Strike. Ay, minalas.
That's just a little bit unfortunate, pero I think Chris Luck was just a little bit too excited kasi parang libreng kill. Uy, support. Libreng-libre talaga. And now X marks the spot, is going to come in along with the torrent, and along with that, it's going to be the ghost ship, and everything else is just going to come out, and Kunkka's just whacking away. Spirit Vessel is also there. The save from the snowball might be enough to save the day, but the Walrus Punch to stop everyone else, but it's not enough as the Purify is going to finish everything off, and the crowd is still going crazy right now, and there's going to be a slow coming in here from Old Chicken, and is he going to spread his wings towards that bird? But instead, they're going to throw the coconuts to Whisper. Is it going to be enough as they're going to put the Death Ward? They're going to go onto Old Chicken, and Old Chicken is just going to whack away, and Dark is going to get his killing spree. And now, Keen Gaming is just getting all the advantages against Infamous.
Yeah, it's just quite weird for me how Infamous is playing right now. They should have been playing as 5. You have ways to protect your TA from dying. Even if ma-setup na siya ng X-Marks dito ni Kunkka, yung Enchantress mo, he can deal a lot of damage against Keen Gaming. So you need to at least have the Templar Assassin and Enchantress on the same lane and let the Wraith King occupy your safe part of the map. And Infamous dito, they just lost the mid-game lead that they already have. And makakakuha pa rin
and there's another torrent coming in here, and the Urn and everything else but the Kitchen Sink into the Enchantress. No matter how many heals are going to come in, Spirit Vessel is going to stop the heals coming out. But of course, X marks the spot to put him in his tracks. There's no butterflies in your stomach right now, sir. Pure damage coming in from the Purify. And along with that is going to be a lot of other damage. They just threw everything right there, and Whisper finally can't absorb anymore.
Yeah, ang cute ng play na yun, no? He dominated yung maliit na Satyr for the purge. Yeah, to purge the Spirit Vessel. Kaso medyo late, pero it's still gonna give Keen Gaming the kill there on the Enchantress. Pero it's just those cute plays na magmamatter during some team fights.
Like crunch time moments talaga, that could have mattered in any other universe, pero walang kasama walang kasama si Whisper dun.
Yeah, but it gives a lot of time for K1 Hector to catch up. He already has Giant Midas, and malapit na matapos yung regions niya. I think we're looking at that 19 or even 20-minute regions here for the Wraith King. It's quite slow, pero it's still in the mid-game timing na hinaharap na yun ng Infamous.
Definitely, and of course K1 Hector would want to have a little bit more money right now. Of course, that also means that he's just going to farm these side lanes, summon a little bit of Skellies, put some pressure into this lane.
Yep.
But on the other hand now, yung Keen Gaming, they're looking in top form. They're looking like in top form right now.
This PA is getting a lot of farm, although hindi siya talaga kasing bilis mag-farm ng Templar Assassin, like even like Wraith King. Ano bang item ni PA dito? I'm really curious to see kung ano yung first item of choice niya.
And of course, we will get to see that later, but for now, we could see that K1 Hector is like maximizing all these Skellies, maximizing all his farming, just to make sure that it's also both pressure and the fact that he's right there. But on the other hand here, Keen Gaming just hovering around this top side, looking for this tier 2, looking for other people to pick off. And here we are, Old Chicken, he does have a Demon Edge. Parang Battle Fury yung gusto niya.
Infamous dito, tapos na yung timing ni TA na kaya niya sanang farmin yung mas mabilis na the Blink Dagger.
X marks the spot into the Torrent and into the Spirit Vessel. That's just a free kill right now. Snowball to delay the inevitable, but it's not enough. But oh no, never mind.
Okay,
Schofield, now X marks the spot. Never mind. I'm sorry guys, I was almost excited there.
Going back, no, CTA, I think he should rush the BKB after the Desolator. With the two deaths that he gave, I mean with the two kills that he gave Kin Gaming, medyo sarado na yung window na pwede mag-snowball si TA dito.
Like they're
Task na lang yung pwede mag-snowball.
They're closing the windows right now, and sige, let's go with that. Like, I'll take it.
I like the fact na si Kunkka dito siya talaga yung sumasok kay TA kasi it's his role in the game. Kasi we're looking at the kanina nung draft, 'di ba? Sino yung sasagot kay TA, and with the adjustment of the Kunkka here, went for the Spirit Vessel first into the yung halberd natin. It's gonna limit the power spike na meron sa TA. Well, of course, kapag lumabas yung BKB, it's still a different story kasi talagang matatanggal lahat yun aside from the disarm from the halberd, but at the very least, you have a hero that can deal with the pressure na pwedeng dalhin ng TA during the mid game.
And in the end, Kunkka's still gonna build up a lot of damage sooner or later, and they have a lot of pick-off potential with this kind of comp. But on the other hand, Stinger is still kind of far away, and there's the lasso to just TP back into base.
Yeah, again, those cute plays talaga.
Like, Infamous, like individually, they have like all these spicy things going on with them. But right now, they're not activating as a team.
Yeah, this Kin Gaming naman, on the other hand, they're playing this one as a team. After the TP from the Batrider, alam nila walang lasso, hindi makapag-contest in Infamous dito, and they head straight to the Roche Pit and claim the Aegis for the PA.
And now the smoke is going to be popped right here as they do see the TA. And of course, that means that Chris Lock has to escape.
Maybe given si TA, this might be the chance for Infamous to bounce back.
And of course, that BKB is might be the ticket, as you say, pero on the other hand, ano pang pwedeng gawin ng Infamous dito? Kasi ang dami pa nilang possibilities para mag-bounce back. They do have the Wraith King, they do have it. TA still can make strides in the late game.
Stinger, X, di umabot. He didn't get the vision. Oh, torrent for the vision, pero hindi pa rin nila makikita. Nag-TP na pabalik. Si Kunkka dito with the X marks. Actually, that was the... okay, the Witch
It was
Doctor.
Dark. It was the Witch Doctor himself. But on the other hand, Stinger forced to use the Firefly, forced to escape. And that also means na yung control right now belongs to Keen Gaming.
Yeah,
even though the net worth is in the favor of sa Templar Assassin dito.
Oh, Enchantress, nakita niya nag-TP yung Kunkka sa may bottom lane na. And actually, nag-X-mag siya to TP to the bottom lane and bumalik sa mid lane. So they know walang TP si Kunkka, so that's gonna stop the push of Keen Gaming. That's why the Enchantress never left to the bottom lane.
And now Old Chicken just gonna farm up this lane himself, looking for a little bit more gold kasi may Battle Fury na siya.
Yeah.
And it's just gonna get worse from here. But as I said before, like my late game options pa din naman tong Infamous, pero how do they stop the bleeding from here?
Play into your timing. Paglabas ng Radiance and BKB, actually may BKB na ng CTA. Blink Dagger for the Batrider. That is the proper timing for you to engage kasi wala pa rin talaga pang save yung King Gaming dito against the threat of the lasso. Yes, again, may status reduction from the Heavenly Grace, pero you can play around that. You can control a certain area of the map kasi meron kang TA Batrider. Don't let King Gaming have the vision advantage.
And also another thing is, you talked about how vulnerable the two supports here for Keen Gaming are, pero what has been preventing them from getting penetrated by Infamous?
Again, the Blink Dagger timing ni TA with the two kills na binigay niya kanina during the laning stage or even after the laning stage. Talagang it shut down the snowball effect for Infamous, so they're playing into the late game right now. So wala na yung parang sinasabi natin during the drafting stage na hindi sila mapipigilan ng King Gaming just because of that two deaths.
Yeah, and that's really hurting Infamous right now, as you said. Pero hindi na yung Blink Dagger that you mentioned.
Yeah, pero it's no use na. I mean, yung Blink Dagger, there is a use for the TA, pero sarado na yung timing na pwede niyang i-abuse yung early Blink Dagger timing.
And that's pretty unfortunate for them because right now, Keen Gaming look like a massive squad. Yung home court advantage talaga kasi may cheers pa rin ng mga tao dun sa Shanghai.
Nakakadagdag yung yung cheers. Desolator for PA, this is big.
Oh my god. Is it gonna be a finished Desolator? Oh, it is gonna be a finished Desolator. Andun na yung courier.
It's flying.
Yep, I see it.
What? Enchantress? Went for a
Enchantress
Midas.
Hand of Midas? At this stage of the game?
Yeah, well, the idea behind it is, again, naiintindihan nila na wala na yung mid-game na snowball nila. So they're playing into the late game ng Keen Gaming. Pero it's an even matchup eh. Hindi naman sobrang late game favored yung game na to for Keen Gaming. Although, sinabi natin kanina, the threat of the ROM buff as well as the PA tankiness is still there. Infamous pushes hard.
Okay, the smoke is going to be used right there. And there's going to be the levitate. Along with that is going to be the shards. And now they're just going to continue the fight. Guardian Angel is going to have to be popped there. Walrus Punch is going to take down Kaka. And right now, look at all the impetus. Look at all the impetus. just whacking away, but Schofield gets taken down by Old 11 there. He's going to get his kill spree, and there's going to be the Wraith King along with his Skellies, and Old 11 might be biting off more than he can chew. No heals available for him. The slowdown from the side traps, and here comes the Wraith Fire Blast, and oh my goodness. The raid boss that he is.
Chases for more.
Oh my God!
For a snowball. Eye shards. Oh, the blink. The stun connects.
The stun does connect, and there it is. They're going to deal a little bit more damage, but the Maledict might be enough. But here it is, guys. There's going to be the Aegis. There's going to be the Resurrect. But is it going to be enough for them to save the day? But no, instead, they're going to try to take down K1 Hector. But the lasso is just going to be there to tie them down. But oh my goodness! My goodness! Infamous! We talked about coming back, and they just scraped it off.
Yeah, we've said it. BKB timing and Blink Dagger for the Infamous side, and they push hard, young Rafiki. They push hard.
Yep, and right now, Infamous was looking for holes in Keen Gaming's defense, and they decided they wanted to fill those holes when they found it.
Yeah, we questioned the mid-game timing of Infamous. Sabi nila, relax ka lang midnight. Wala pa kasi yung Wraith King namin eh. Ito na yung mid-game natin, and you see how superior the team fight was for Infamous. It looked good for King Gaming at some point nung napatay nila si Tusk. Pero after that, this Wraith King is just a raid boss. Even though you have a Desolator on the PA, he can burst down some targets. Pero once na pumasok na sa engagement si Wraith King dito, you need at least a BKB on the PA for him to actually have a decent fight.
And it looks really strong right now, yung mid-game talaga ng Infamous, and it really does show. Even though the kills were in favor of Keen Gaming, you did see that the net worth was still skewed slightly into Infamous's favor, and now it's finally reached a 5K point.
Yep, I like this choice from K1 Hector. Blade Mail into BKB. There's no real way for Keen Gaming to shut him down. It's just physical damage. Kapag lumabas na yung BKB rito, do you really fight as a PA knowing na hindi ka bumibili ng health items? Like, for example, yung mga stat items na SNY. You're going for those burst items na kailangan mo kasi kulang yung damage ng lineup nyo.
Yeah.
So if you're the PA, do you jump the Wraith King?
I don't think that's the most advisable thing to ever do.
Exactly. That's why
general.
the Blade Mail is so good for the Wraith King.
And like having a Blade Mail just makes it even worse for PA.
Yeah. How do you take him down during the BKB timing? And you might say na once na magamit na yun na Infamous, then you can fight. Pero if they hold on to it, how do you initiate the fight? Remember, dalawa buhay nito ah. So marami talagang chance yung Wraith King na magamit yan.
But yeah, that's the thing. Sometimes it's not about the Blade Mail, it's about the threat of the Blade Mail.
Exactly.
And of course the X marks the spot. Stops him in his tracks, pero walang use to try to remove him from his own X mark. And on the other hand,
push!
Oh my God, that's
Walang
disgusting.
katapot yan. Lift, okay? You can try,
okay, you can try, and now he might die, but that's still going to be the first life coming out. And now the Ghost Ship is going to be there for the Wraith King, and they do force the first Resurrect. And now, life number one already used, and now the Cat is going to come out. The TA, he's looking for the flank, and now he might even find that. But the lasso and the snowball to save the day.
God.
And here it is, Chris Luck getting disarmed, and here's the Guardian Angel to save the day, but there's still the Impetus, just dealing so much damage for the pure damage, and the Death Ward is going to go on the Stinger, but Stinger has already been used. He has already outlived his usefulness. On the other hand, Chris Luck takes down Old 11. That has been... How many times has he taken down Old 11? We just need to count a little bit more before he can take him 11 times.
And Keen Gaming, after all that is said and done, they had the early game, but Infamous, they say no.
Yeah. Wala talaga. No sir, no sir.
Kompleto na yung BKB ni Wraith King. Oh my God, that snowball save! Almost getting the Wraith King for the second time, pero sabi ng Infamous, no P. Oh my God, the snowball. That was so huge. It allowed TA to have this incredible timing and look at the team fight. Tinamaan ng Coconut si TA, that's why na-delay yung engagement there. Pero ito, niligtas. That bought a lot of time for TA to once again jump in, get the snipe on the backlines. Although naka-halberd siya rito, wala siyang pakialam kasi during the halberd duration, naka-Guardian Angel din. So wala ring mangyayari. Sayang din yung halberd usage ni Kunkka. And ayan, natuwa pa nga siya. Guys, hinalberd ako.
Like, they got a little bit overexcited with that halberd there, or was it the Guardian Angel? Either way, it cost them so much kasi pagkatapos ng halberd, pagkatapos ng GA, just in one fell swoop. And on the other hand, even if my Guardian Angel naman, nandun pa rin yung impetus ni Whisper.
Yeah. Exactly. And remember, may talent si Wraith King na hindi niya kailangan ng mana cost for the reincarnate. He's not forced to put that point in this game. Kasi walang natural mana burner on the side of Keen Gaming.
Yep, and that definitely means that this shows that it's going to be ×2 skellies, which is scary kasi
Exactly.
if you look at Infamous Gaming, they've been having these hard pushes with all those skellies in the world. Pwede yung bato sa bot lane, pwede mo bato sa mid lane,
For
pwede
sure,
mo bato sa
after a
top
team
lane.
fight, talagang mauubos yung Tore ng Keen Gaming.
Libreng-libre talaga para sa Infamous if mananalo sila ng big team fight.
And this is the problem that the Kunkka will be facing towards the late game, no? He's not the typical Kunkka that scales kasi bumili siya ng halberd dito, not the damage item that he requires. Yes, the Spirit Vessel, it worked wonders for you during the early game pero they didn't snowball into the mid game. That's why kailangan niya na bumalik towards the typical Kunkka items like the Radiance. Pero I don't think it matters anymore for Infamous kasi may mga BKB na yung core sila.
And because of the fact that they had to
the
use
jump
that,
from
there's
PA,
gonna
the
be a jump.
snowball once again!
Another snowball to save the day! And right now, Whisper is just gonna melt away, but he's gonna get bursted down before that. And right now, the Guardian Angel is gonna be used.
The stolen
oh
lasso.
my goodness, the lasso is being stolen here.
Not enough,
And
though.
Chris Luck does have the BKB, so he
Blink
does
away.
blink away. And they only get one out of that big commitment. Everything was used.
Exactly, BKBs from Keen Gaming, I think this favors Infamous. If you're gonna look to Roge, this is the timing for TA and the Wraith King. All the BKBs were burned on the side of Keen Gaming as well. And yung boat, wala rin from Yi. And Ochigen, he's the one starting up the rush here.
And we talked about like the Spirit Vessel pickup right now because of the fact that they are losing. It becomes a
Look at K1 Hector.
And now
Just
Hector just
walking off.
diving that. And Chris Luck just deleted someone off screen. Look at that off screen death coming in. And roll
The raid boss once again.
There is no saving the day with that chip because everyone else is just gonna come in. As K1 Hector is gonna go. That raid boss is gonna come out, and there's another mini boss coming out as Chris Luck gets his double kill. It might be a triple kill. It might be an ultra kill if we're gonna see one more.
Give him the ultra.
Here it is.
Give him
Here's
the ultra.
stun. Here's the snowball, and it might be the ultra
it's not
kill.
ultra.
But instead, they just give it to Schofield, and that's just a little bit of extra gold right now for Schofield.
Nakita mo kung paano nagsimula yung team fight na yun. Si Wraith King nilakad lang yung Keen Gaming and they wanted it to take down the first life of K1 Hector. Pero sabi ni TA, once na makita ko yung support nyo, tatalon ako talaga. He was too shotted by the TA.
The very definition of lakad matatag.
Exactly. K1 Hector, sabi niya, wala akong pakialam sa nararamdaman niyo, wala kayong BKB, wala ring barko. Although at some point nagamit ko kayong barko,
Yeah.
it was not enough. The damage sustained is not really there for them.
Yep. And definitely it was a little bit too late and everyone was a little bit too scattered, so wala talagang magagamit na damage reduction dun. And on the other hand now, look at all of this disgusting push power. Yung Desolator, yung Skeletons, everything in play coming in. And let's not forget may enchanted jungle creeps pa.
They could have actually gone for more, pero Infamous dito, they are disciplined enough to back off. Alam nila na kaya sila labanan Keen Gaming at this point. So what they do is grow the lead further so that you secure the late game. And ito sinasabi natin, look at the TA on the backline. Pinatay niya kagad yung Witch Doctor. Nakikita mo nandun siya sa may Ancient Camp and he rotated towards the left side kasi alam niya yung Wraith King is enough already para masustain yung team fight and he was able to get the sandwich against Keen Gaming.
Yung off-screen death, napakamalas talaga.
Yep.
And of course that also meant
Schofield dito di pa namatay. Oh my god. I would have to comment Schofield every single time. He was able to save his teammates during critical timings. Yung Wraith King kanina mamatay na, even the Templar Assassin was in a very dangerous spot. And yung ano din kanina, yung nalaso, actually that's the TA din. After that, was able to snowball him away to safety.
like, pre,
I got you. No problem. No problemo, compadre.
No problema, compadre.
South
We
America
got
pala
this
sila.
essay. But we might be talking about the wrong South America here. But then once again, guys, it's going to be Infamous just going crazy right now. They do have an open racks here in the mid lane. They might be looking for other objectives on the other hand. They already took down the shrines. There's a drawing there. Actually, there's still one more shrine that they want to dip their hands in.
This PA, she has a BKB and a Heavenly Grace to to sustain during the team fight. May protection naman yung Keen Gaming. Pero how do you protect yourself from the true strike na binibigay na MKB ni TA? At this point, sobrang taas na ng damage output ni TA.
Yep. And definitely, even more so, my Aegis, my Queso here on Infamous. It just gets harder and harder for team gaming.
Yeah. I think you lace the Solar Crest from the Omninet kay PA. Hindi wag mo na ilagay kay PA dyan kasi hindi na ganun hindi na ganun kalakas yung additional attack speed ng PA. Yes, may mga lumalabas na crits pero you need to remove the damage output of the TA.
You have to find a way to make sure that this PA gets to crit to begin with. Yung problema talaga, if you, yes, attack speed might provide more crits, but on the other hand, is she going to be alive? Yeah, is she going to be alive to actually do that?
Look at this, backdoor protection with an easy BKB on the Raid King, no problem.
Wala talagang paketong Raid King ngayon kasi he's the raid boss, but then, oh my
god, minadate na naman sa backline.
Another off-screen death. It's just way too crazy. We've been seeing a lot of kill-offs right now, and now there's going to be the double kill here for Chris Lock, and it might even be the triple. Is he going to get it? But no, instead we do see the Halberd, we do see the Guardian Angel, but there is the triple kill that we talked about, and it might even be an Ultra. Look, let's go right now, Chris Luck. Is he going to push his luck? And Chrissy, are you going to go for it? And do you have enough damage? Another disarm once again, being tied behind your backs, but the Naruto run is not enough to stop you.
Back to objectives.
Back to objectives. Don't think about the kills. You can get that stat later on. But for now, Chris Luck is just pushing his luck. It's all kinds of good.
Oh, they're getting mega creeps on the top lane as well with the skeletons from the Wraith King. Keen Gaming, they cannot defend against Infamous.
Wala na. It's already mega creeps. Mahirap na to kasi if you think about it, wala pa ring items. And now the fight is still going on as old 11 gets taken down for the 11th time. And now the ship is going to come out. But is that really the ship that you use? The Aegis is going to be popped. And now everyone else is going to join in on the fun. And Lakat Matatak is the name of the game right now for Infamous Gaming. And oh my goodness, Chris Lock is just going too crazy.
How do you take them down?
Oh my goodness. Hector.
The snowball.
Snowball to save the day. And no, nothing.
Oh
Nothing's
my god, look at that from the TA.
This is GG. This is game. And Infamous Gaming. Infamous.
And they call it GG from Keen Gaming China. Crumbles to South America.
And Infamous takes it against Keen Gaming and this entire stadium for the first time in a long time. Sounds like a library.
Yeah, well, we've talked about how Infamous is known, to take games